Deep beneath the streets of London, it is said that in the warm, dank and abandoned corners of the oldest underground passenger train service in the world, a terrible secret lurks. A secret that, if rumours are true, has been costing Londoners lives for almost a century. Late at night, the throngs of commuters on London's famed tube thin out to just a few final stragglers. A lone European tourist stands toward the end of the platform. She clings onto a yellow rucksack and scrolls aimlessly on her phone. Close by is the dark, open maw of the tunnel, and some distance away, a group of 3 revelers loudly sing and dance. One of them notices the isolated tourist, but pays her no more attention as she returns to her companions and their raucous conversation. No one at all in the station notices the movement in the tunnel. A quick, purposeful, human-like blur, darting from one shadow to another, but still out of the light. The tourist looks up to the arrivals board. A train, the last of the night, is due within seconds. The 3 travellers laugh together. The one who noticed the tourist looks back towards the arrivals board, and then towards the lonely European. Except, strange, she's not there. Where could she have gone in such a short space of time? Why would she miss the last train? The others notice the puzzled look on their friend's face. They follow her gaze, and toward the end of the platform, where a scarf and a yellow rucksack lie discarded on the ground. One of them thinks they spot something. A figure quickly moving into the tunnel, when suddenly legends of troglodytes, monsters, ghosts, and even secret asylums exist in almost every underground complex around the world. From alligators in New York sewers to real and imagined monsters in Canada, Japan, and Australia. London's tube is filled with stories such as haunted stations, plague pits, trains filled with the dead, and, as we shall discuss today, cannibalistic, semi-human creatures with quite the backstory. Their emaciated appearance is all the more horrifying thanks to their long, thick, matted hair and wizard-esque beards, like a demonic ZZ Top tribute act. Patches of thick, coarse, dark hair erupt across their bodies. A hunched posture keeps them low to the ground, and thin, talon-like fingers with long, broken yellow nails are deceptively strong as they're able to grab and hold their prey. They gave up on speech generations ago, and now they simply growl, roar, and spit through broken teeth to both communicate and to intimidate. Their eyesight has also suffered in the darkness, and so they rely heavily on touch and their excellent hearing to move and hunt, as well as avoid trains and live rails. Rumours of such beings have persisted for decades, with origin stories ranging from them being distant relatives of Londoners who chose to live in their tube decades ago, to them being the descendants of Victorian tunnellers, trapped in the tunnels after a cave-in and abandoned to their fate. This latter notion was either explored or inspired by the 1972 horror film Death Line. Sometimes known as Raw Meat, the film features the last of these descendants an illiterate and diseased cannibal, as he snatches and kills his human prey whilst pursued by a never better Donald Pleasance. For horror fans and keen aficionados of the underground, the film is something of a treasure, as it features numerous scenes filmed in the actual tunnels, abandoned stations, and on genuine London Tube platforms. The atmospheric movie is haunting in its depiction of a subterranean-esque male, and his screams of "mind the doors" echo through the tunnels. Undoubtedly, in future videos, we will return to the Tube, as almost every one of the 272 stations has some form of lore or curiosity. I will also post a link with this video to one of the best documentaries about ghosts on the underground that originally aired on Channel 4 in the UK. As to whether the subterraneans really existed, or even if they still do, the evidence really doesn't support the legend. With no sightings, no bodies, no recent notable disappearances, it seems highly unlikely that a colony of cannibals could live successfully in that expanse. In the meantime, just in case, should you find yourself alone or isolated on the London Underground, and you see something moving in the tunnel, if it's not a train, maybe you should take a taxi instead.